Some late-night TV moments are eternally imprinted in pop culture history. These classic segments have captivated viewers with their humorous antics and heartfelt interviews. This film explores the most memorable talk show guest appearances that keep viewers glued to the screen. Join us as we examine the charisma and charm of the guests who lit up the screens and the presenters who expertly steered the talks. These wonderful reunions and jaw-dropping shocks have stuck with late-night TV, reminding us why these programs are so popular. So relax and prepare to be taken back to those exhilarating evenings when live television was at its pinnacle and the world couldn't stop talking about late-night shows. Madonna and Johnny Carson. The Queen of Pop debuted on Johnny Carson's The Tonight Show on June 9, 1987. It was believed that the singer of Material Girl would be just another famous visitor, but that was untrue. Madonna flirted with Carson during the whole conversation. A few months later, Madonna would travel around the globe to promote Who's That Girl, her new album, further cementing the legendary nature of her Tonight Show appearance. Raquel Welch and Dick Cavett. As professional as Dick Cavett was as a television presenter, when the stunning Raquel Welch appeared, he undoubtedly relaxed. Even though Welch had a radiant white grin and a flawless tan complexion, her appearance on the program was still inferior to her iconic deerskin bikini from 1 million years BC. Janet Joplin and Dick Cavett. The very charismatic Janis Joplin made an appearance on The Dick Cavett Show on August 3, 1970, when she sang two songs, Half Moon and My Baby. Tragically, Joplin was discovered dead from what seemed to be a heroin overdose some months later, almost to the day. She's regarded as one of the founding members of the notorious 27 Club. Adrienne Barbeau and Johnny Carson. Less than 2 weeks before Christmas, 1974, when the youthful Adrienne Barbeau made her Tonight Show debut, presents inevitably came up. With a playful tone, Barbeau enumerated several peculiar presents she'd been given over the years, including an auto repair kit, encyclopedias, and a fire extinguisher. The awful presents were, of course, worth their share of belly laughs. Donna Summer and Johnny Carson. Donna Summer appeared on Carson's chat program in 1979. The Queen of Disco was determined to show Johnny and his audience that she had skills beyond her training in theater and music. Summer, who was mechanically inclined, corrected Carson after he made a crude remark about women unable to repair autos. Zsa Zsa Gabor and Johnny Carson. A little backstory. Twister failed when Milton Bradley first debuted the acrobatic designed game in 1966. It was just not a very good seller. But the game's popularity skyrocketed when Zsa Zsa Gabor and Johnny Carson played it for a full show. In the months that followed the episode, Twister sold 3 million copies. Doris Day and Johnny Carson. As an actress who had collaborated with James Garner and Clark Gable, Carson demonstrated to his audience the true skill of his guest, Doris Day. Day was also well known for being the vocalist on the songs Sentimental Journey and My Dreams Are Getting Better All the Time. Cassandra Peterson and Joan Rivers. Joan Rivers presented the Halloween edition of The Tonight Show in 1985, standing in for Carson as a guest presenter. Elvira, the Mistress of the Dark, was the guest, which was fitting. Rivers was captivated by Cassandra Peterson's seductive vampire persona throughout the eye-opening episode. Ann-Margret and Johnny Carson. Ann-Margret, who was mostly regarded as a B-movie actress, used her February 1972 interview with Johnny Carson to correct the record. In spite of her lackluster popularity in the business, the actress was nominated for an Academy Award, an Emmy, and 5 more Golden Globes. Susan Anton and Merv Griffin. Even though Susan Anton was never much of a television or movie star, her role as the Muriel cigar ad girl helped her become well-known throughout the country. Despite this, Anton managed to carve out a respectable TV career with a series of cameos on The Merv Griffin Show and tiny parts in Baywatch and The Love Boat. Carol Wayne on The Tonight Show. The vivacious matinee lady is the character that Carol Wayne is most known for from The Tonight Show's Art Fern Tea Time movie sketches. Wayne spent more than 100 episodes, over 13 years, as a devoted Tonight Show sidekick. Regretfully, Wayne was fired when the show's run was trimmed to an hour, which led her to a dangerous road of addiction, disastrous financial choices, and legal troubles. Whitney Houston and Jay Leno. Whitney Houston has sold over 200 million records worldwide, making her one of the most well-known singers in music history. In 1990, she sang a raucous version of I'm Your Baby Tonight in response to Tonight Show host Jay Leno's congratulations on surpassing the Beatles' record of consecutive #1 songs. Allie Michalka. Allie Michalka, who plays Keely Teslo on Disney Channel's Phil of the Future, has grown from a teen actress to a multifaceted entertainer. Her best talk show performance was on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, where her charm and charisma captivated the audience. Allie easily answered Fallon's questions about her career and personal life, and even performed a hilarious skit with the host and audience in stitches. Besides her acting roles, Allie has become a mental health advocate, speaking out about self-care and emotional well-being. Her charitable work and public speaking demonstrate her dedication to these causes. Allie inspires fans by juggling acting and music while promoting social issues. She's not only a talented actress and musician, but also a dedicated advocate for change, showing that one can pursue their passions and improve society. Yvonne Craig and Merv Griffin. Yvonne Craig, who never left her costume behind, appeared as the well-known Batgirl on The Merv Griffin Show. She addressed Griffin about women's rights and the need for equal pay without compromising her integrity. Since taking on the role, she's advocated for more female empowerment. Judy Landers and Johnny Carson. Judy Landers played Stax on BJ and the Bear when she made her Tonight Show debut in 1979. In addition to discovering that she was competent behind the wheel of a large vehicle, audiences were caused to blush when she confessed that she had feelings for Carson. Diane Lane and Johnny Carson. Actress Diane Lane, who just turned 18, was invited to appear on Carson's Tonight Show as a promotional guest for her new movie, Rumblefish. A few spectators were taken aback when the beloved host planted a kiss on Lane's lips. Lane remained still as Carson attempted to eavesdrop on the details of her birthday celebration. What then did she do on this momentous day? Wash. Farrah Fawcett and Johnny Carson. Farrah Fawcett understood the allure of sex in the entertainment business, whether you remember her from Charlie's Angels as the sultry Jill Monroe, or from her red bathing suit. Fawcett was eager to mention that Carson's cast was no longer wearing bras while discussing The Tonight Show's unexpected increase in viewership. Robin Hilton and Johnny Carson. Actress Robin Hilton and Carson's first plan was to promote Hilton's next movie, Blazing Saddles. Hilton responded bluntly, nevertheless, as the presenter persisted in asking harsh and disrespectful questions about her career and insisted that Hilton's success resulted from winning beauty pageants. Hilton expressed her disbelief in beauty pageants. Okay, let's get started. Jane Kennedy and Dean Martin. Jane Kennedy broke several racial and gender stereotypes in the entertainment industry while juggling her career as a model, sports presenter, TV personality, actor, and dancer. Kennedy became one of the first female NFL broadcasters when she joined Greatest Sports Legends after 3 years of host of The Dean Martin Show. Marlo Thomas and Phil Donahue. Like any other regular guest, Marlo Thomas appeared on Phil Donahue's chat program. But when Marlo reflected on the encounter, she recalled it was love at first sight. By the time their interview ended, even the audience knew that these two were attracted to each other. After being introduced, Thomas and Donahue were to be married 3 years later. Connie Stevens and Johnny Carson. Beyond her career as an actor, Connie Stevens was also known as Cricket in Hawaiian Eye. Despite having many well-known songs, her singing career was mostly recognized abroad. Stevens first met Carson in 1975 to assist her in becoming more well-known in the U.S. market. Most people may know her from the famous song 16 Reasons. Goldie Hawn. Goldie Hawn was hot after winning the Best Supporting Actress award not long ago. Although most people thought she was a dumb blonde, she was the talk of the town. As they say, who's laughing now? Hawn has gone on to create and win countless prizes for outstanding performances. Dolly Parton and Johnny Carson. Despite being a well-liked performer, Carson had a reputation for pushing the envelope. Carson often questioned the singer and actress on her looks rather than her innate abilities and future endeavors when it came to Parton, who, for whatever reason, persisted in appearing on The Tonight Show. Dolly Parton and Joan Rivers. Joan Rivers proudly represented her program, the Joan Rivers Program, for 4 years. Parton was a gorgeous Southern lady, but Rivers was a combative New Yorker. It's rather different, to put it mildly. Nevertheless, the two strong ladies combined their disparate characteristics to create one incredible spectacle. Lonnie Anderson and Johnny Carson. Even with his reputation for mischief, Carson managed to interview the most attractive ladies in town. Lonnie Anderson was one of the gorgeous ones, but more people spoke about her attractiveness than her acting skills. Eventually, it was revealed that producers acknowledged that Anderson's appearance, a cross between Marilyn Monroe and Jane Mansfield, was why she was chosen for a position at WKRP in Cincinnati. Shari Belafonte and Merv Griffin. Shari Belafonte's success as a dancer, actress, and model was never enough to compensate for her father, Harry Belafonte's fame. Before taking the stage, Shari worked as a production assistant and publicist. Her performance on the Merv Griffin program was one of her first appearances on Late Night Talk. Sonny and Cher and Mike Douglas. Sonny and Cher, who were married then, made popular television appearances in 1979 with the publication of their hit song, I Got You, Babe. The duo, adored by fans for their intense love, went on to have their television show, Cher Comedy Hour, for 3 years in the early 1970s. Charo. Originally called Maria del Rosario Mercedes Pilar Martinez Molina Beza, Charo was the most well-known persona of the actress-comedian. The fiery demeanor of the Coochie Coochie Mexican celebrity made her a regular on late-night chat programs despite her little command of English. The Time of Your Life. One of the first humorous sitcoms, The Time of Your Life, starred Jackie Gleason and Betsy Palmer, among others. At the neighborhood pub, the characters would get together to talk about life and spread rumors about the new people entering their lives. Cher and Mike Douglas. Cher co-hosts the Mike Douglas Show with Mike Douglas in 1979 for a week. But why had she decided to do this on her own? To demonstrate her independence and achievement to the world without her ex-husband Sonny. Deanna Martin and Tina Sinatra. There's no comparison to the Dean Martin Show. Although the renowned presenter had many similarly remarkable guests, one 1967 show left everyone in awe. The 19-year-old daughters of Dean Martin and Frank Sinatra, Deanna and Tina, respectively, joined their parents in the episode. The quartet performed a rendition of Do Re Mi from The Sound of Music. If you've watched the video till here, that means you've enjoyed the video. Subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notifications bell icon